Hi everybody, this is Miss Jenny. I'm fourth grade teacher at Veritas Collierville. I know it's a little weird to do a video, but I just felt like there were some things, since we don't get to do parent night in person, that you benefit from me showing you, just so when you read over the information, you'll have a little bit better idea of what I'm talking about. I promise I'll keep this short and quick, but I thought it'd be really important, especially for the new folks. So along with this video, you probably received everything that I sent out about parent night. It would be general information that just tells you a little bit about me, and then I also break down each subject and give you some information about how I do each subject. It would contain classroom rules. It would have a supply list and student info sheet. Student info sheet is just something I'll need you to fill out, and you can send it in their folder the first day of class. That's just for me to keep. It's just so I have the basic information and their birthday and stuff, and handy in case I need to get in touch with you quickly or something like that. It's just basic stuff, and it gives you the opportunity to share with me anything I might need to know about your student. If they have any struggles with any particular courses or anything like that that you want me to know. Also, it would have a Facebook permission sheet. You would just fill that out, return that back to me in the assignment folder the first day of class. The Facebook permission sheet just basically is saying you're giving permission for me to post your kid's photo on our private Veritas Collierville Facebook page. It is a private page, so it would just be other parents at Collierville that were seeing it. So, but that's totally up to you, but I still need you to fill it out and send it back. I want to talk about the supply list for a minute. You have my supply list, and then you're also going to have a supply list that's the fine arts supply list. Jill should have sent that to you already. So pay attention to my list that I give you, because I kind of try to streamline and make it a little easier with the fine arts list. There's a few things I'm going to take care of getting for your student that are on that fine arts supply list that you don't have to worry about, but it's all written on mine. So if you read over my supply list, it should be clear what things I'm taking off of the fine arts list and getting myself versus what you need to get. So just read it over, and if you got any questions, just send me an email. Assignment sheets. The first assignment sheet will be posted on iGrade on Friday. That's going to give you 2 weeks to do it. So the very first assignment sheet, which will look like this, once you print it out, you will do the entire first week assignment sheet at home. Everything on that sheet you will cover at home. I will not be teaching anything from week 1. You will be doing that all at home. All the work that you do from that week will be put in their assignment folder and brought to class the first day of school on the 8th. You will bring that the first day, and I will start teaching week 2, our first day of class. I hope that makes sense. So you do all of week 1 at home, send the work in the first day of school. I will begin with week 2, and we will go from there. That's the only week that you have to do the whole thing at home. Let's see. Binders. On my supply list, you will see it talks about binders and folders. This is what I'm talking about. This is just a 1.5 inch standard 3-ring binder. I think it'll be easy. We're gonna get these pocket dividers is what I want you to get. This are the ones I got. I got them at Target. Got them at Target. You can get them probably Walmart. I know Knowledge Tree, but they have, I took one out to show you, but they have pockets. They are 3-ring binders and they have pockets. And we're going to use that because you'll need one for each subject. I put it on the supply list, and that way you can keep all their papers in one binder. Trust me when I tell you, it's a lot easier than multiple folders for each subject, because they can't find them. They can't find their stuff. So this way you can 3-hole punch things that need to be 3-hole punched. Some of it already will be. Anything else you can just stick in the pockets, and then things I give them, they can stick in the pockets until they get home, and it's all in one binder. So dividers with pockets, and then a 1.5 inch 3-ring binder, divider for each subject. Go ahead and stick some notebook paper in there behind each one. I've totally written it out for you in the supply list, but this just gave you a visual of what I was looking for. Another thing I want to show you is the box for the supplies. So they need a box for school, and it needs to probably be about this size right here. It's like a Rubbermaid shoebox size with a lid, okay? And they keep all their stuff in there. The pencils, pencil sharpeners, scissors, rulers. They can even keep the fine arts supplies in here. Everything in one bucket. Please put their name on it in more than one place. We will keep these at school, and I have a closet, and they will go in there, and we'll bring them out each class time, and that way there's no back and forth with all the supplies. They're at school, they're ready. You don't have to check and make sure they have pencils every Tuesday morning. They should have them in their box. I always have some extra supplies, so it's not a big deal, but we will keep everything in these boxes, and they will go in our closet, and we just get them out each class time. So also on my sheets, you'll see where I talk about math. Math, some of you will be in my math, some of you won't, and I'm doing some things different this year. When they do their mixed practice, which is for every lesson, in the back of the test, I think it's in the test and solutions book, it has these sheets right here where they can work on. It even says mixed practice solutions, and then they have another one that says test solutions. We're going to use these for completing our mixed practice and our tests. And I'm going to go ahead and attach one. I'll post it where the assignment sheet's posted. I'll do that for the first couple weeks. And that way, if you want to print one off, you should have it in the back of your math book. You can rip it out and make copies because you're going to need them. So we're going to use these every time we do mixed practice and the test. And then so when they do a test at home, they will use the test one, the test solutions sheet, and do their problems on here, attach it to the test, send it back with a test, and they can just circle the answer on here. They don't have to then go write it on the test, or they can if they want to, but this has to be attached. I want to see their work. And the reason we're using these sheets is that it really, you will be amazed, it organizes their working of their problems. When they just do it on notebook paper, it's all over the place. They don't even observe the lines. It'll be going sideways, upside down, no. And it makes it hard for me to see what they're doing, and I want to be able to give them as much credit as possible. So if they get part of the problem right, I'd like to be able to give them credit for that part of the problem. So when we use these solution sheets, it just makes it so much simpler. So that's what we're going to do this year. They're all in your books. Like I said, I will attach both of them for the first couple of weeks, and you can print them out and of course make copies, use as many as you want. Let's see, lap books. When you see post the first assignment sheet, you're going to see history lap books, Bible lap books. What that is, usually they're posted with a month's worth or maybe a couple of months worth, but you'll see I'll post them whenever you need a new one with the week that it goes with. But that'll have any history sheets, it'll have any Bible sheets that you would need to print out for class. Also, you can find it on the on iGrade on the bulletin board. I believe Jill has already attached it there. The teacher's manuals should have everything in there you need too. So also the same sheets we're doing in class. So you have two places you can locate them if you don't have the book or anything like that. Let's see. So that's the box and supplies. Just go ahead and put everything in there. I showed you that. Nothing bigger than like a shoebox size because they just get to be a little out of control, and they take up too much space on the tables and around an area, and it just becomes a mess. So probably about a shoebox size, 12 inches, so their ruler can fit in it with a lid with their name on it. You can find any box like that at Target or Walmart, and it will just be great. I wanted to show you one more sheet. This is for literature, and I'll be posting it. Sometimes when we read a literature book, you will have some books, they have what's called they have to write about each chapter, a summary for each chapter. Other books will just have questions. So when we have a book that requires summaries, I will post this with the assignment sheet, and they will have to fill one out for each chapter of that book we read. So what they would do is they would just draw a picture of something from the chapter and then write the sentences to fill in those spaces telling me about what happened in that chapter. And so if they had 4 chapters for the week, they would have 4 of these, and they would all get turned in the assignment folder when they come back. And we'll grade them that way. It's just a little bit easier to keep up with that way and a little more organized. So we're going to do that this year. But like I said, it'll be posted on iGrade anytime you need to print one out. And then I'll have a few extra too. That's about it. I just wanted to make sure I could show you some of these things, like the pocket folders and the pocket dividers and the binder and the supply box. So just so maybe it made a little more sense beyond what I was describing in the parent information. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. I check my school email regularly, and I want to say I'm really excited about the year ahead. I'm excited. Some of you already know, some of your kiddos already know, and some I don't. I'm looking forward to our time with all of them, and it's my goal to make it as normal a school year as humanly possible. And we're going to learn a lot, and we're going to have a good time together, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I thank you so much for letting me be a part of your homeschool 4th grade year. Thanks so much.